watercolor is my chosen medium. I find it to be the most exciting of mediums. I've tried others, but watercolor seems to fit my vision of what I'm trying to do, which is catch the ethereal nature of a scene in basically its landscapes, its impressionistic landscapes, atmospheric landscapes of the mind. And it's taken years and years and years of observation of places, and the places that have really influenced me have been the French River area in northern Ontario, and the Hockley Valley, which is just outside of Orangeville in Ontario. But I've been going there for almost 60 years. It suits me because it's fast and it's clean. It's not solvents; it's just water. And for my skies, which dominate my painting, it captures the nature of the sky. I find to be very exciting. One other thing about watercolor is that from the first stroke that you put down, the painting is determined. I do not do plein air, and I don't do absolute representational. But the color and the nature of the painting is determined by the watercolor itself because it has a life of its own. It's also prone to mistakes, and some of those mistakes can be really, really creative if you capture them at once. But sometimes, if you're not careful, the whole painting will turn into a sea of mud, and you're just going to have to throw it away. Watercolor has a life of its own. I sort of liken it to a cat rather than anything else because you have to respect it, or it'll turn on you in an instant and turn what you're trying to accomplish into a sea of mud. And all you can do with a sea of mud is, well, it's a sea of mud. You can't do much with it at all. It can be ethereal. It can be, and it needs to be treated with respect. If it's not treated with respect, it will turn on you in an instant. Each painting that I do is an experiment in color, in shape, in form, in content. And working the watercolor so that it does what it does best is so much fun. You can change from a scene that is winter into a scene that is autumn, into a scene that is spring and summer, and it really replies to itself. It can be used as a wash, and sometimes what you can do is you can take the colors and rock them back and forth so that they blend and change and do their own thing. All I do with watercolor, well, I shouldn't say all I do with watercolor, is I help the watercolor do what it likes to do. And it tells me what it likes to do. It also responds to the paper that you use. I prefer a very hard, white, hot pressed paper. But each different type of paper will change the nature of the body of the painting itself. It's prone to, as I said before, mistakes, but you can take advantage of those mistakes and turn them into something wonderful. I've seen some of the great watercolorists, we're oil painters as well, like J.N.W. Turner, John Singer Sargent, Andrew Wyatt. Well, Andrew Wyatt was completely tempera and